Yo. How we doing today? We're back with week 3. And I was thinking about it. Whatever games that I get wrong, we're gonna put in the pool for the total of for the prize pool for the the Patreon League. I think it's a good idea. I think it's like $260 if I get them all wrong, something along those lines, and the winner can, I don't know. That's just something I was coming up with as I was thinking about it. So today we're back on the grind. We're going to pick every game correct in week 3.
Felix, welcome to Best Ball Nation.
Let's go. All right. Little self promo. I'd like some more subscribers. I don't know if that's selfish of me to say, right? But we have lost 6 total at this 2025 year. I'd like to make that 0 total. I would like to hit 400. Once we hit 400, we're going to be giving away a subscription to the the Fantasy Fanspeak Best Ball channel that they have on Substack. I'm going to give that one away. And then when we hit the 500, I'd like to give away a little bit of cash in probably a year to the community. We're not like right there, like, you know what I'm saying? We've had a slow rise. We're plus 64. I just looked at it. Let's see here, double check. We're plus 37 in the last year. And let's see here. Last 90 days we are -1. It's not terrible, not great, but yeah, plus 37 over the last year. So if we can another 30 this year, that'd be great. Expectations are not as high. But if you are new here, I do best ball videos on DraftKings. I do weird videos here and there. I do a hot dog or a spice eating contest type video. I'm not doing the hot sauce again. That's too hot. I can't do it. I'm a big wimp. Maybe we'll do some silly stuff. Having a baby here, so this will be my last video until the baby comes. So we're predicting week 3. Let's get it started. Let's see here. All right, the 2-0 Miami Dolphins are visiting the Buffalo Bills. I don't know how they got to 2-0, but I think this is going to be a slam dunk win for the Buffalo Bills. I think they win by 10. I like that score. I think they're riding high and then they get just demolished. The Buffalo Bills they're the main team. I think they had a tough schedule to start off with. I already forgot because I have a memory. But yeah, I think they moved to 2-1. I don't think it's a cakewalk. I hope there's no injuries at this point in the season, but yeah. Josh Allen, he does his thing. They kind of throw them to the side, showing that there's a talent, a talent gap at the quarterback position. All right, we have Atlanta at Carolina. Carolina's been looking good so far this season, and Bryce Young, has been putting up the points, but just, if it only eked out a 1-1 victory. But Penix, he does well in these kinds of matchups. And I think Drake London and him come off and blow the doors off of the Carolina Panthers, and they switch them to 1-2. It's a close, tight game. Comes down to a field goal by Younghoe, who had a terrible season last year. And this could be 27-24 the other way, but let's find out. Green Bay, the Cleveland Browns. Green Bay. I don't even think they put up that many points. I don't have high hopes for the Browns. I'm sure I'm in the wrong. I'm sure they're going to go 10-0 to start off the season or something crazy. I just think they're competing for Archie. Alrighty. The Houston Texans at the Jacksonville Jaguars. CJ Stroud versus Trevor Lawrence. This is a good game. It's a very good game. Duval. But I think they just have the firepower to just keep pushing through them. Offensive line's a little shaky against this defensive line, but they're still trying to get this together. And I think that's not a bad start. What was that noise? Mute screen audio? I didn't even know if it had audio. Alrighty. The Cincinnati Bengals at the Minnesota Vikings. I think this is a tough test for JJ McCarthy. I don't know. I don't like the Cincinnati Bengals early in the season, but I feel like this is a good matchup for them with a younger quarterback and the firepower that they can put up. I don't think JJ right off the bat is going to be able to keep up with the type of offense that they're going to put out there. I do think they're going to do okay, but I think it's going to take him a few weeks to get his feet underneath them. And I think they dropped this game to the Bengals. They put up a decent amount of points, and yeah. A lot of it hinders because their defense is good, right? The Minnesota Vikings. So they hold them in check for them to get a bunch of field goals, but they can't get any touchdowns. And I think the Bengals can get a few touchdowns and whatnot. What is that noise? I don't want to click anything. Alrighty. Pittsburgh Steelers at the New England Patriots. Aaron Rodgers bringing it into town versus Drake May. Let's see here. Drake May getting throttled by TJ. I feel like that's what would happen. They're at the Patriots, though. I feel like the Pittsburgh Steelers play a little bit better on the road, though. I'm going to go ahead and go Pittsburgh in a rough, shoddy game. I think New England is a better team than they're going to be currently showing, but I think Pittsburgh ekes out a win here. I got a lot of away teams winning here. I think I need perfect. The Eagles at the Rams. The last year's Snow Bowl game. I think the Rams are not going to be as high potent as they were previously. That's because I'm a fan of Cooper Kupp, and I like the defense of coordinators and how they play their stuff against the Rams. And I think it would have been a molly-whopping had they been on even playing field. I think in the Super Bowl you saw how good the Eagles were. And I think even playing field, I think the Eagles destroy them. I think it's like 40-20. The New York Jets versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah, I think we continue with the Tampa Bay winning it. I do think it is close. Yeah. I think this defense is really good for the Jets. but the offense is really good for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I feel like this is what could happen. It could be 5 field goals for the Jets, and then they score a touchdown. They go for the 2-point, and then they go for another 2 points to win the game. Like, that's how it could go down here. I think it's very possible kind of scenario. Or they have 16 points, so they're trying to go for the 2 to tie it up, and they miss it or something along those lines. I don't know. Not because that'd be 14. I don't know how they get there, but I think the Tampa Bay does eke it out. I think it's a close game. That is a good team to be going against each other. I think he's still working out the kinks of being a new head coach with the Jets. The money's got to be on Tampa Bay in that matchup. I must be the hater of Cam Ward, but this is going to be the closest matchup between these two. Let's go ahead and give Cam Ward his win here. And then this will signify a benching of Anthony Richardson, and Daniel Jones will be coming in after this. They losing to the Tennessee Titans. Las Vegas Raiders versus Washington. Last year, Vegas upset the Ravens. I have a feeling they upset another East Coast team, and Ashley Gentee runs wild on them, and they're unable to stop Brock Bowers. I think it could be a blowout, and it'd be like, wow, the Raiders are real. And really, in fact, no, they're not real. I think this was my upset of the week for sure. And the next game is completely biased. The Denver Broncos at the Los Angeles Chargers. Let's go ahead and give my Chargers the dub. I don't think they're in the same league as my team. Yeah, I think we win it handily. I don't think they're even. I think they get sacked like 20 times by Khalil Mack. Pat Bryant shows up, but it's not enough. And then, yeah, I think we win easily. Our offense is humming. Najee Harris has got 2 or 3 touchdowns. Hampton has 2 or 3 touchdowns. The New Orleans Saints at the Seattle Seahawks. I think the Seahawks win it. As we'll start there. I think Tyler Shuck, everybody's starting to realize that he shouldn't be quarterbacking an NFL squad. But they're like, oh, well, we should be competing for Archie, trying to get his brother. So let's just go ahead and keep him in there and see if he develops. He won't, and it is a solid victory for the Seattle Seahawks, moving them into the 6th position in the NFC standings. Yeah, they could run the rock. They could pass on them. It's going to be hard to stop the Seahawks in this game, in my opinion. Dallas Cowboys at the Chicago Bears. This is a fraud check for both of these teams. I think if the Bears win, it's a high-scoring game. If Dallas wins, it's by fluke. I think. What do I think? I think the Bears put up enough points, and Dak is turnover prone early, causing a lot of issues in the streets of Dallas, whether he should be the quarterback. Because they're fine-tuning his mechanics right now. Fucker's in year 8. Let's really think of that, why he's fine-tuning his stuff right now. Arizona at the San Francisco 49ers. Christian McCaffrey is back. They rout the Cardinals. Not even close. I think it's 23-3 or something along those lines. I love Kyler, but I think this is a rout. I think Christian McCaffrey, Bosa, I think they're going to be like, all right, we had a little bit of an injury year. They do this every couple of years. They come off the injury year and just blow everybody up. I think this is another year of that. The Kansas City Chiefs at the New York Giants. Sorry, Giants. I like the Giants too. I don't know. They're going 0-3. That stinks. I mean, you just can't compete with the Chiefs. Again, I don't know why they made the scores so close, but it'll not be that close mentally if you watch the game. Alrighty. Detroit for Monday Night Football at the Baltimore Ravens. I don't know if you guys remember that little stat, but Lamar Jackson doesn't really lose to the NFC. And we're going to continue that notion here. He obviously has some losses. I think let's go ahead and Google it. Lamar Jackson's career versus NFC. Who did I say? Has a strong record of 24-4 as of December 1st, 2024. Against NFC teams throughout his career, he is 21-1 against with the one loss being the New York Giants. I don't know if let's go to StatMuse. StatMuse has got me. He's 24-4. Okay, so let's see here. He lost to the Saints. I'm so confused. 24-4. Let's just say that. I just don't think that he loses. I don't think he loses to Detroit here. I think it could be a good game, but the last time we watched that game, I don't know if you guys remember, that was when the Gus the Bust had these huge runs on them, or somebody did a couple passes and they just tore. It's like he had two or three touchdowns that day, and he didn't do anything the rest of the season. There's something about Lamar Jackson versus the NFC. If he ever gets to the Super Bowl, I'm putting all my money on him because I just think he destroys them. He destroys the NFC. So after 3 weeks of football, let's see what we have here. The number 1 seed is the Los Angeles Chargers. Number 2 seed, Houston Texans. 3, the Buffalo Bills. 4, the Baltimore Ravens. 5, we have the Dolphins. 6, the Bengals. And 7, the Steelers. Is anybody running away with their divisions yet? 2-2-1, 2-1-1, 2-2-2-0-3. Looks like the AFC North, the Browns are already out of it. They are currently 4 division winners, current leaders in their respective divisions with 3-0 records. The worst division looks like it's the NFC East with 3 of their teams 1-2. I guess that could say the same for the South, but they have at least 1 win in all 3 teams. What's the closest? The closest division, or I should say the most competitive division, I'd probably say the NFC West. So that's interesting. The Bucks have the number 1 seed in the NFC. Also interesting. Oh, it has even more data down here. Oh my goodness. Who's scored the most points so far? The Chargers have 85 points. The 49ers have 92 points. The 49ers will win it with 92 points. Who's given up the most points? 81, 86. The Browns have given up the most points. Sad. All right, gentlemen and ladies, that was week 3. It's been a hell of a ride so far through these 3 weeks. Yeah, we'll be back probably about 2. If we have the baby next week, about 2.5 weeks. If we have the baby the week after, I'll see you in about a month, give or take. Maybe a little less, but I'll see you in a little while. When after that, we're going to start grinding these Millie Maker tournaments and getting these videos pumped out. So Wish me luck. Baby number 3 on the way. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to be a dad of 3. We're going to be outnumbered. Three kids, 2 cats, a dog, a bunny rabbit. The house is going to be loud. It's going to be loud every day. All right, y'all. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun.